Am I the a-hole for going mental after running into my foster parents at the grocery store? I really need some advice. I'm feeling all sorts of emotions right now, and I'm not sure if I overreacted or not. Sorry in advance if this is a bit all over the place. So, a bit of background. I 28F was put into foster care when I was 8. My foster parents, let's call them John and Karen, were, well, honestly, they were awful. They were emotionally and sometimes even physically too. They controlled every little thing I did, constantly made me feel worthless, and treated me like I was just some burden they were forced to take care of. I was stuck with them for 6 long years before I finally got moved to another family. Thankfully, my next foster family was much better, but those 6 years still haunt me. Fast forward to today, I've managed to turn things around. I've been through therapy. I've got a stable job, and even started my own small business recently. Life isn't perfect, but I'm proud of where I am now. Anyway, here's what happened. I was at my local grocery store, just doing some regular shopping. I was in the cereal aisle when I suddenly heard a voice that sent chills down my spine. It was Karen. I hadn't seen or spoken to either of them since I left their home, and honestly, I never wanted to. But there they were, acting like nothing had ever happened. I froze. I didn't know what to do at first, so I just turned around and tried to get out of there without being seen. But as I was about to leave the aisle, I heard John call my name. My heart was pounding in my chest, and before I knew it, all the anger and fear I'd been holding onto for years just exploded. They walked up to me with these fake smiles, and Karen even tried to hug me, saying something like, "It's so good to see you, dear." That's when I lost it. I pulled away from her and started yelling, "Don't you dare touch me!" I was shaking, and I just started screaming at them about how they had no right to act like everything was fine, how they were horrible people who ruined my childhood. A crowd started gathering, and I could see how embarrassed John and Karen were. But they didn't say anything back, just stood there looking shocked. I ended up storming out of the store without even finishing my shopping, just trying to get as far away from them as possible. Now I'm stuck here wondering if I was out of line. On one hand, I feel like I was totally justified in being angry after everything they put me through. But on the other hand, I feel like I made a huge scene and lost control of myself. My partner says I had every right to be upset, but maybe could have handled it better. I don't know if part of me agrees, but another part of me feels like they deserved it. So, am I the a-hole for going off on my foster parents in public? Should I have tried to stay calm, or was it okay to let them have it after all these years?
Here are the top comments.
You are not the a-hole. Your reaction was understandable given the trauma you experienced. It's okay to be angry and express your feelings, even if it creates a scene.
Not the a-hole, trust me. So many of us foster kids dream of doing this. Good for you. Screw them. If anyone asks about the outburst, tell the truth about the monsters that are real.